Thank you so much for coming. I'm so thrilled that you're here, and I'm thrilled that you're here together because you have a real affection for each other, right? What did you?
First, can I just say this is this is a really great James sandwich.
Yeah, it's. I mean, arguably, is there a James you'd switch for another James?
Just like a kind of Monday James, Tuesday James.
No, like would you throw like James Earl Jones in here?
Oh.
If I was you, I'd switch me for a McAvoy.
I would never.
Switch me for a McAvoy.
No,
come on.
I would not.
Oh, well, look at you.
No, because I can sing with both of you.
Correct.
Yeah.
Now, look, did you hit it off right away, you two? What was it like when you first met?
Well,
what do you remember?
He likes to be nice to me, but I had the first day of rehearsal for Enchanted 15 years ago. Was in rehearsal learning how to waltz for the ballroom scene.
Yes.
Yeah, so I had to show up, and I never met him before, and I had seen you in The Notebook, and I thought you were really good looking. And then I had to learn how to waltz. You know, like in Dirty Dancing, this is your dance space.
Yes.
This is my dance space. I'm like, hi, James. And then Patrick Dempsey was there too, but honestly, I favored this one. And then, yeah.
No, go ahead.
No, I just was totally, I didn't want to step in his feet. I didn't want to, like, have bad breath. I was a mess.
Yeah.
You didn't seem like you're a mess. I was like, I'm here with Idina Menzel, like star of stage, and I mean, she was
a
properly trained singer, dancer, all
Not
this.
dancer, though.
Podunk from Oklahoma.
Really? Not a good dancer? Is that your memory? Would you?
Yeah. Me?
No, Idina.
No,
she's
she's a terrific dancer.
Of course, she's a great dancer.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you
People always
are.
call me a triple threat, but I'm not. I have to get tutored for choreography when I do a show.
You're a 2.5 threat.
I mean, you're a 2.5. You're a 2.5 threat. Make no mistake. Make no mistake. Idina, what's something that none of us would know about Mr. Marsden? Could you share something that we don't know?
Well, I mean, honestly...
Take your pick.
No, I think that he should be like a recording artist, like Frank Sinatra, Michael Bublé or something.
Yeah.
Like he's really got that kind of voice.
That's very nice of you.
Yeah.
It's true.
That's
really,
coming from you.
He has a beautiful voice, and when we go in the studio and we record together, we start to do what we learned, and then we go a little off book, and all of a sudden we become like, we're going to take it on the road. We're going to be like Edward and Nancy Enchanted World Tour.
You should. When did you know? When did you know that you had this brilliant singing voice?
Well, brilliant was...
No, you do.
Let's check the judges on that one.
It is.
I was in high school in a musical from Bye Bye Birdie, and I didn't sing in the musical because I didn't think I could. I didn't know. So they were like, oh, we just assume you can't sing, so your song is gone, but everyone else is going to sing.
Right.
Yeah, and then I took music class the next year to just see if I could sing, and she was like, you have a nice voice. So I was cast in the musical after that, but you know, I was always emulating artists. Like I would pretend to sound like Sinatra or Harry Connick Jr.
And I always tell him, you need to seek your true voice, James.
I don't know what that is.
Natural impersonator.
Yeah, I was a mimic.
Yeah, so who can you do? Whose voice can you do?
I don't know. I'm on the spot now. I can't think of one. John Legend was.
Go on.
I'm trying to think of a.
Give us a bit of John Legend. Go on.
Who's all of me loves all of you.
That's it.
Love your curves and all your edges. Love your perfect imperfection.
Oh, that's right.
I mean, it was just like that. But
I want to see these two on Broadway. I want to see you both do a big Broadway musical. That's what I want to see.
No,
we're trying to figure that out. Aren't we one day? We're trying to figure out what that musical would be. But no, he's just a real pain in the ass, though, because every time and Amy Adams, too, like, they were always singing and dancing even when they said cut, you know? And then... Well, you tell them. I mean, you behaved horribly.
She was always so kind, and she would indulge us because Amy and I were such super fans of Idina that when they would yell "cut," we would just, or in the makeup trailer, or whatever, we'd go to Idina and say, "Hey, will you sing a song with me?"
Oh, it's like 6 in the morning.
But they'd literally go, "Okay, cut, everyone. That's lunch." And I'd turn to Idina and be like, you know, "Okay, we had an hour lunch. Do you want to? I can show you the world."
Yeah.
Shining, shimmering, splendid. And he'd be like, and I'd be trying to get her to sing. Tell me, princess, now when did you last let your heart decide?
A whole new world.
Don't you dare close your eyes.
A dazzling place.
Hold your breath, it gets better. I'm like a shooting star. I've come so far.
Where does it go?
I forget.
Let me share this whole new world with you.
Let me share this whole new
with you.
Oh, come on!
Now we just need some background dancers.
This is it. Now let's talk about Disenchanted. What's happening in this film? James, tell us what's going on.
So it's 15 years later, but none of us have aged.
No, we look great.
Right? We look the same. Animated characters who don't age. And it's sort of a story of what happens after Happily Ever After, right? This, maybe the blush has fallen off the rose a little bit with the relationships and...
But not ours.
But not ours.
Ours, we've been living in Andalasia in this perfect fairy tale world. We probably sing and dance and frolic and,
Right, yeah.
you know, just hang
Battle
out.
trolls and dragons.
And ogres and we
You
just
are
have a
very much
wonderful
in
time.
love in the film,
I
the
think
two of
so.
you. James, you strike
know
me as
so.
someone. You strike me as someone who, in your personal life, who I would consider to be a romantic. Would that be
I
fair?
think so.
Yeah.
I think I've always been somewhat romantic.
Yes?
Always. Well, even back when you were in school and stuff.
Well, when I guess... Well, I'm trying to think of the first time I actually felt romantic in something that's okay for TV. I remember being 7 years old, and I had a babysitter, and she was 17. And I was massive crush on the babysitter, and she asked me to go get her a glass of water. So I went into the kitchen and poured her a glass of water, and without her seeing, I kissed the rim of the glass like this. So that when I gave the glass back to her and she drank it, she will have touched my lip. So I don't know if that's romantic or
That's
creepy.
weird.
Well, I
That's a
just...
weird.
I don't think when you hear the story, your first thought is, how romantic.
It's more like drool.
Yeah. And actually, now that I think about it, I was 21 when that happened.